During the last set of elections in California, there was a group that put in $16 million on an issue about taxes. Now, that was a proposal by Jerry Brown. It got on the ballot, and people from California were going to vote on it, right? $16 million went in to try to defeat that ballot measure. But in California, you have to know where the money's coming from. That's part of the law. In this case, it was dark money, and we didn't know where it was coming from. And the Fair Political Practice Commission said this was the largest contribution ever disclosed as campaign money laundering in California history. And now that's what it is. It's money laundering. And I can show that to you because here's how it works. First, it came from Americans for Responsible Leadership. Then it went to the Small Business Action Committee. Then it went back up to Center to Protect Patient Rights, from America back to Americans for Responsible Leadership. Americans for Job Security also gave to Center Protection Rights. But then the Political Money Network was operated by the Koch brothers, gave to both Americans for Job Security and the Center to Protect Patient Rights. Gee, if they weren't money laundering, why would they have to do all of this? Obviously, they set up all these different groups to try to evade the law. It looks like exactly what money launderers do for drug cartels. You set up all these shell organizations and you move the money around and around. But unfortunately, at the national level, most of it is perfectly legal. They're like, yeah, we've got legalized bribery. Yeah, you want to give from that group? Give from that group? It doesn't matter. They're all whores. They'll just take your money and they'll vote it any way you like, right? But in California, it is illegal to try to hide where the money came from. Turns out it did come from the Koch brothers, ultimately one of their groups. So in this case, the two groups that were involved, including the Arizona-based, that's funny, I don't know what they're doing in California, right? The Arizona-based Americans for Responsible Leadership to the Small Business Action Committee, right? Those groups, they're fined. And today the fine came in. It was a record in California, $1 million fine. So hey, God bless California for actually doing something about it. And this is what I tell you in relationship to Wolfpack too. Yes, at the national level, the politicians are unbelievably corrupt. But at the local level, you can actually sometimes talk to them and you can actually get great things done. And here at least a heavy penalty. Maybe that's a penalty the Koch brothers don't mind paying to try to lower taxes in every state, and that's what they were trying to do here. Lower taxes for the rich only, by the way, okay? But at least they got them on this one. And then my favorite is one of the groups comes out and says they were blindsided and they don't have any money to pay the fine. But you had $16 million to put into the ballot measure. Funny how you don't have the money now.